all your pattern pieces, some iron-on interfacing, buttons and loop elastic or ribbons ready, with sticky side down, iron-on interfacing to the wrong side of the centre back. A neat way to finish ribbons is by cutting on a 45-degree angle, then melting the ends to stop fraying. Always take care using matches. Pin then sew your ribbon or button elastic to the right side of the centre back. Ribbons will need to be on both sides, loop elastic only on one side. Trim off any excess. Using a long stitch and without back tacking, sew along the long upper curved edge of the back pieces between the notches. Repeat for all 4 back pieces. Right sides together and matching notches, pin then sew the front to the back pieces at the side seams. Press towards the front piece. Repeat for both sides of the garment. If you are making a dress, use a long stitch along both edges of the skirt piece to gather. The skirt should be gathered enough to fit the lower edge of the top. With right sides together, pin then sew the skirt to one piece of the top, leaving open between the empty circles. With right sides together, pin then sew remaining top section to remaining gathered edge of the skirt. Do not leave any sections open this time. Press neatly. Top stitch if you wish. Then, with right sides together, fold in half through the middle of the skirt. Now return to the instructions for the top. Right sides together, lay one top section over the other. Make sure all your notches match and your side seams match below. You may wish to pin the ribbons out of the way while you sew around. Sew along the lower edge, leaving open between the empty circles, then up the centre back neckline to the black dot. Then sew along the sleeve cap from the black dot under the arm to the black dot on the front piece. Repeat on the other side. You should have an open front neckline and open section lower down. As you're stitching around, I recommend double stitching at the corners. So make sure you go into the corner, back a little bit, back into the corner, and then double stitch as you're coming out as well. This strengthens the corner when it's turned. When you're sewing around under the arm, make sure you turn right on the side seam stitching. This leads to the neatest finish. Trim all corners neatly. I like to use a little bit of fusing at the sharp corners. I iron it on, remove the paper backing, and then when I turn and press, it has a nice, neat finish. Using the hole in the lower edge, turn the garment right side out. Make sure you're happy with the placement of any loop elastic or ribbons at the back. Use craft tweezers to gently nudge corners out to a right angle. Take care not to puncture the material. Press any areas that had iron-on fusing to secure it in place. Press the raw edges of the lower opening inwards towards the garment so they are hidden. Pick a side to start on. In this case I'm using the printed flower side. Gather on one side of the sleeve cap as shown. With right sides facing you, spin the sleeve cap around to match the black circles on the front piece. With right sides together, pin then sew the front piece to the sleeve cap as shown. It's really easy to catch loose fabric or ribbons under your sewing. Take care to keep checking as you sew. It's hard to start and finish exactly on the black dot, but get as close as you can without actually getting there. This will lead to a really neat finish when you're done. The seams where the black dots are should match perfectly. Repeat the process for the other sleeve cap on the side that you're working on. Then turn the garment and start working on the other side. It is the same process. Start with gathering the sleeve cap and then attaching right sides together, matching black dots to the front piece. After all sleeve caps are sewn, we work on the neckline. I start by folding both sides in towards the garment so the raw edges are hidden, just so I can visualize which way it will be sewn. Then, using the hole at the lower edge, put your hand in and pull out the neckline just enough so it can be sewn. The whole garment does not need to be reversed. With right sides together, carefully pin then sew the neckline together. You can go the whole length across the neckline, just taking care not to sew in any of the sleeve cap or ribbon. The neatest neckline will be achieved if you can sew as close to the black dots on the ends of the neckline as possible. Trim or clip curves along the neckline and trim any excess threads at this point. You're about to turn the garment right sides out for the last time. Turn the garment right side out and give it a good press. You can top stitch as much as you choose. I like to just run one line of top stitching along the lower edge, which quickly and securely closes the opening that you still have there. You may choose to hand stitch this instead. Lastly, finish any details such as attaching buttons.